know it.
You guys are ready. James on, we're good. Feeling it out there tonight?
Yeah, just having fun.
Is that the best you feel like you've played in a long time?
I don't know. I guess like scoring wise, probably like just filling it up. But just playing, you know. It went for my team, couldn't happen. You know, the big guys posting up hard, and we run the floor and getting the ball in the right spot at the right time, kicking out. If it wasn't me doing it. Like T-Mac said, it takes 5. Like you seen the commercial.
Are you more proud of 35 points or 9 assists without a turnover?
9 assists without turnover, because you make your teammates better. Make your teammates better. That's a sacrifice of your game sometimes, but it actually makes your game better when you doing it the right way.
Colonel, what do you think about this guy having 35 points there next to you?
I didn't think he was going to miss, really. In the first half, he wasn't really missing. I don't think he missed, about 2 shots maybe, if that. Every time he caught the ball and shot, I was running back on defense.
Is there any special significance to the fact that you shaved?
I ain't know y'all noticed that. Yeah, man, I was just trying something new. You know.
I was the first person to notice until I walked in the locker room. I said, "Real, you look like you 7 years old." Anybody else noticed it?
I was just bored.
That's irrelevant, man. Brother, it's irrelevant.
But Terrell, when you see him out like that, what does it do for the rest of you guys? I mean, does it you try to feed him or?
Yeah, we feed him. We set plays for him, make sure we screen for him, get him open. A few of the shots really he created on his own, almost like just pump fake, getting to the middle of the lane, and getting fouled and everything. He was being aggressive, and then it opened up more for the threes he hit. He hit about 4 threes. Yeah, 4 for 7. Yeah, just opened up when he get aggressive.
You mentioned that the post players were posting up hard, maybe a little too hard. Everyone was fouling out on you guys. What was it like having all the guards in at the end?
It was kind of like we were supposed to be intense and wanted to win, but like one time I looked at him and we just started laughing. And we all out here, ain't nobody get in the game, no subs, everybody fouled out.
7 minutes left.
And we was about tired at one point and just looked at him and just laughing, like, you gotta have fun, you gotta keep playing hard. And my knee was hurt, I got my thigh actually, knee, I don't know, I got knee. And it was sore, like real stiff, I couldn't get back mobile as I wanted to get, so I was moving like an old man out there.
Did you guys have to say be careful not to get a bit?
Yeah, we had to.
Yeah, for real, we did.
That was a weird situation, man. Like,
I didn't realize that all of them had fouls like that.
And this is Tyler Hatch came to it. He was like, can nobody else sub in? We all we got. I guess the average height out there was 5'7", wasn't it?
What does that feel like when you know that you can't get hurt, you can't get tired?
I don't know, type. I was just smiling. I thought it was funny. I know it ain't funny, but I was just tickled by it. I just kept looking at Terrell, smiling, like just giving him little chunks, like hitting him.
Yeah.
Just it was just funny to me for some reason.
Have you guys practiced that?
No, not at all. Not at all.
It seems like if you'll win the next game, you may be a top 25 team before the game with Syracuse. Would that mean anything to happen before you play in Madison Square Garden?
We would love to have it right now, to tell you the truth, because we're working hard and we want to get this program back to where it was. You know, like we was a letdown, and it's hard to say that because we can't do them to get better from last year, and we trying to get better. It's a real test after I guess Saturday. Then those 3 games, the 3-game stretch, it's gonna test us, and we gotta go play really at home against Syracuse and home against Tennessee. So you know, going in there with the confidence to keep winning. Hopefully, we will be ranked top 25 and push on through that.
You do see yourself as one of the best 25 teams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we work like one of the top 25 teams. We're not. We got the potential.
Work too hard not to be.
Anything else?
Talk about the defensive play you guys have had these last several games.
Yeah, well, the game tonight was a lot of penetration, and we should lock down on that more. You know, force them to the box. We call it between sideline and baseline. Force your man there, and that's part of the reason our big man got a lot of fouls. Because breaking down, the guards penetrating well, and we weren't containing as good as we are capable of doing. And, like, we're one of the most athletic backcourts in the nation, and we should be able to contain better than what we did. So that's one area that we definitely got to get better in. if we want to continue to be a top team in America.
That's real.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Holla at y'all.
overall, I was pretty pleased with our performance. I think that's a good basketball team that we played tonight. That team had won 20 games 2 straight years, and I think they'll have a chance to compete with Northwestern State and possibly Sam Houston State to get into the NCAA tournament. And I thought we got off to a really good start offensively. Jameson really hit some big shots to get us going. And from an offensive standpoint, I'm not sure we can play much better than we did at this time of the year. With our shooting percentages the way they were, really shot free throws well, only turned it over 18 times, had 18 assists. The defense was really the letdown tonight, and we fouled entirely too many times, put them on the line 30 times for the game, got guys in foul trouble, and then I didn't think that we defended with much toughness or much grit the last 10 minutes, and gave up a lot of points down the stretch. But overall, it was a good win, especially when you consider that Marcus Dove did not play in this game, and that David Mons was really a non-factor because of foul trouble, and Mario did not have a typical Mario night. So from that standpoint, it was a good win, and proud of our players.
Sean, what Jameson did might have been one of the more incredible statistical deals you've seen. 35 points, 9 assists, no turnovers.
That's why I told the squad afterwards that I'm not sure I've ever seen that in the 17 years we've been at Oklahoma State, where a guy stat line looks like that: 35 points, 9 assists, doesn't turn it over, has 2 steals. He did not rebound very well, and I did not think that he defended great down the stretch. But from an offensive standpoint, that was a big-time shooting display, and you could tell he had a lot of confidence going. And I thought he played with the type of confidence that he played with when he was a freshman. And I think that's the best he's looked since his freshman year. I don't remember a game last year where he looked like that out there on the court for an entire game. There were flashes every once in a while, but he played like a big-time player tonight.
Jameson found the humor in the fact that there were only 5 guys at the end. Did you find it humorous or just frustrating?
Oh, I mean, I just at that point we were just trying to get through the game, and I made the comment. I said, if one of these guys fouls out, we're going to have to put Andy Shaw in. He's redshirting right now. I said I'd hate for that to happen to him, but it's either that or play with 4 players. And fortunately, we got in the zone and it wasn't very good. You can tell that we're not very good in it right now, and they just basically played horse and made some, missed some. We were just trying to stay out of foul trouble, and then offensively we just tried to slow the game down and get the game over at that point. But just one of those situations where I knew that could be a problem with Marcus being out, the way some of these guys foul. And that was the number one thing that I stressed before they went out, is we could not foul a lot. They really listened, didn't they? But you got to give them, they're a good team, and they sensed that, and they drove the ball and put our post guys in positions where they had to come over and help. And then Daniels is a tough matchup, and he forced a lot of fouls. But that's one area in our defense that we had done a pretty good job up till tonight, is not putting teams on the free throw line. Going into tonight, we had made more free throws than our opponents had attempted, and that's a stat that's always important. But tonight, we didn't do that. I thought if you look at the 2 weaknesses, were our fouling, not defending very well throughout the game, and then giving up 16 offensive rebounds. Those 3 areas allowed them to stay within. It kept us from being able to really break it open. And that was the thing that I was frustrated with them at times in the second half, is not to look at the scoreboard. You keep playing, you keep doing the things that we work on and try to get better over these last 10 minutes. And offensively, we did some good things, but I just didn't think we defended very well down the stretch, and really didn't defend well all night long, in my opinion. So we got to get better at that.
Sean, you may find yourself in a position again where Tyler Hatch has to play a bunch of minutes. How comfortable are you?
Pretty comfortable right now because he doesn't make mental mistakes, and he played 19 minutes tonight. He gets 2 rebounds. He got his hands on some balls, 1 assist. He doesn't turn it over. And if he gets in a situation where he has to play double-digit minutes, I got a lot of confidence in the standpoint that he won't make very many mistakes, and he'll pass the ball, he'll go screen, he'll reverse the ball. He's a solid defender, solid rebounder, and if we get put in that position, I think he's capable of doing the job.
Will Boggan start Saturday?
We'll see how he does next 2 days in practice. I did not like the way he practiced on Monday, and so we'll see.
And Dove said yesterday he called himself a game time decision, but he thought he'd be back Saturday. Do you expect to have him?
I don't know until I talk to the doctors tomorrow. They want to reevaluate him tomorrow and see how he looks. I do know that there's a little bit more swelling in it today than it was yesterday, and they're hoping that they can get him ready by Saturday. And that's a game we need him in because it's going to be a track meet the way they play, and another body. Very valuable in a game like that because it's going to be an up and down affair.
You talked about this being the best Jameson's played since freshman year. How big of a difference does that make when he is on offensively for you guys getting back to that level that you were?
When he's playing well and Byron's playing well, it gives our team a chance to be playing really well. Those 2 guys, when they're on top of their games, really elevate this team. And Terrell Harris has been consistent. I think Obi, he's been pretty consistent in what he's been able to do. Boggan's been pretty consistent. Didn't have a great night tonight, but still had 10 points and 7 rebounds. Mons has been pretty consistent in what he's done. He knows his role. But when Jameson turns his game up another notch and then Byron gets his game going, then I think this team has a chance to be a good team.
Does he feed off more on the others than maybe some of the other guys on your team when he's having a good night? Does that?
One of the things that we try to do when a guy gets hot, we try to keep going to him, and that's just a kind of a rule that we have. If somebody gets hot, everybody on the team's looking for him to get him a shot. Now, if he's not open, they're not going to force it to him, but going to screen for him, penetrating, getting his man to help or kick it out to him. And I thought we did a great job tonight recognizing that he was hot and getting him the ball. I think their terminology for it is feed the horse. That's what the players would say. Feed the horse.
You've been getting closer and closer to being top 25. Would that mean something to you to have your first ranked team?
Not really. We've had so many teams here ranked in the past, and up until last year, I think 5 of the previous 6 teams were all in the top 10 at some point during the season. So, I think it's fun for the players, and it does help in terms of recruiting. You get your highlights on ESPN, and it's fun for them, for their families, to be able to follow the games, the highlights that they show on ESPN. But I don't think it's that big a deal right now. I'd rather be in there at the end. Thanks.